Okay, let's continue reading the Holy Gospel of Jesus Christ according to St. Matthew in chapter 8. Christ cleanses the leper, heals the centurion's servant, Peter's mother-in-law, and many others. He stills the storm at sea, drives the devils out of 2 men possessed, and suffers them to go into the swine. And when he was come down from the mountain, great multitudes followed him. And behold, a leper came and adored him, saying, Lord, if thou wilt, thou canst make me clean. And Jesus, stretching forth his hand, touched him, saying, I will. Be thou made clean. And forthwith his leprosy was cleansed. And Jesus saith to him, See thou tell no man, but go, show thyself to the priest, and offer the gift which Moses commanded for a testimony unto them. And when he had entered into Capharnaum, there came to him a centurion, beseeching him, and saying, Lord, my servant lieth at home sick of the palsy, and is grievously tormented. And Jesus saith to him, I will come and heal him. And the centurion, making answer, said, Lord, I am not worthy that thou shouldest enter under my roof, but only say the word, and my servant shall be healed. For I also am a man subject to authority, having under me soldiers, and I say to this, Go, and he goeth, and another, Come, and he cometh, and to my servant, Do this, and he doeth. And Jesus, hearing this, marveled, and said to them that followed him, Amen, I say to you, I have not found so great a faith in all of Israel. And I say to you that many shall come from the east and the west, and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into the exterior darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And Jesus said to the centurion, Go, and as thou hast believed, so be it done to thee. And the servant was healed at the same hour. And when Jesus was come into Peter's house, he saw his wife's mother laying and sick of fever. And he touched her hand, and the fever left her. And she arose and ministered to them. And when evening was come, they brought to him many that were possessed with devils, and he cast out the spirits with his word, and all that were sick he healed. That it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet Isaiah, saying, He took our infirmities, and bore our diseases. And Jesus, seeing great multitudes about him, gave orders to pass over the water. And a certain scribe came and said to him, Master, I will follow thee whithersoever thou shalt go. And Jesus saith to him, The foxes have holes, and the birds of the air nests, but the Son of Man hath not where to lay his head. And another of his disciples said to him, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. But Jesus said to him, Follow me, and let the dead bury their dead. And when he entered into the boat, his disciples followed him. And behold, a great tempest arose in the sea, so that the boat was covered with waves. But he was asleep. And they came to him and awaked him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. And Jesus saith to them, Why are you fearful, O ye of little faith? Then rising up, he commanded the winds and the sea, and there came a great calm. But the men wondered, saying, What manner of man is this? For the winds and the sea obey him. And when he was come on the other side of the water, into the country of the Gerasenes, there met him 2 that were possessed with devils, coming out of the sepulchres, exceeding fierce, so that none could pass by that way. And behold, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with thee, Jesus, Son of God? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? And there was not far from them an herd of many swine feeding. And the devils besought him, saying, If thou cast us out hence, send us into the herd of swine. And he said to them, Go. But they, going out, went into the swine, and behold, the whole herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea, and they perished in the waters. And they that kept them fled, and coming into the city, told everything, and concerning them that had been possessed by the devils. And behold, the whole city went out to meet Jesus. And when they saw him, they besought him that he would depart from their coasts. Chapter 9. Christ heals one sick of the palsy, calls Matthew, cures the issue of blood, raises to life the daughter of Jairus, gives sight to 2 blind men, and heals a dumb man possessed by the devil. And entering into a boat, he passed over the water and came into his own city. And behold, they brought to him one sick of the palsy, lying in bed. And Jesus, seeing their faith, said to the man sick of the palsy, Be of good heart, son, thy sins are forgiven thee. And behold, some of the scribes said within themselves, He blasphemeth. And Jesus, seeing their thoughts, said, Why do you think evil in your hearts? Whether is easier to say, whether is easier to say, Thy sins are forgiven thee, or to say, Arise and walk? But that you may know that the Son of Man hath power on earth to forgive sins. Then said he to the man sick of the palsy, Arise, take up thy bed, and go into thy house. And he arose and went into his house. And the multitude, seeing it, feared, and glorified God that gave such power to men. And when Jesus passed on from thence, he saw a man sitting in the custom house, named Matthew, and he saith to him, Follow me. And he arose up and followed him. And it came to pass, as he was sitting at meat in the house, behold, many publicans and sinners came and sat down with Jesus and his disciples. And the Pharisees, seeing it, said to his disciples, Why doth your master eat with publicans and sinners? But Jesus, hearing it, said, They that are in health need not a physician, but they that are ill. Go then, and learn what this meaneth. I will have mercy and not sacrifice. For I am not come to call the just, but sinners. Then came to him the disciples of John, saying, Why do we and the Pharisees fast often, but thy disciples do not fast? And Jesus said to them, Can the children of the bridegroom mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? But the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken away from them, and then they shall fast. And nobody putteth a piece of raw cloth unto an old garment, for it taketh away the fullness thereof from the garment, and there is made a greater rent. Neither do they put new wine into old bottles, otherwise the bottles break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But new wine they put into new bottles, and both are preserved. As he was speaking these things unto them, behold, a certain ruler came and adored him, saying, Lord, my daughter is even now dead. But come, lay thy hand upon her, and she shall live. And Jesus, rising up, followed him with his disciples. And behold, a woman who was troubled with an issue of blood 12 years came behind him, and touched the hem of his garment. For she said with herself, If I shall touch only his garment, I shall be healed. But Jesus, turning and seeing her, said, Be of good heart, daughter, thy faith hath made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour. And when Jesus was come into the house of the ruler, and saw the minstrels and the multitude making a rout, he said, Give place, for the girl is not dead, but sleepeth. And they laughed him to scorn. And when the multitude was put forth, he went in and took her by the hand, and the maid arose. And the fame hereof went abroad into all that country. And as Jesus passed from thence, there followed him 2 blind men, crying out and saying, Have mercy on us, O Son of David. And when he was come to the house, the blind men came to him. And Jesus saith to them, Do you believe that I can do this unto you? They say to him, Yea, Lord. Then he touched their eyes, saying, According to your faith be it done unto you. And their eyes were opened, and Jesus strictly charged them, saying, See that no man know this. But they, going out, spread this fame abroad in all that country. And when they were gone out, behold, they brought him in a dumb man, possessed with a devil. And after the devil was cast out of the dumb man, the dumb man spoke, and the multitudes wondered, saying, Never was the like seen in Israel. But the Pharisees said, By the prince of devils he casteth out devils. And Jesus went about all the cities and towns, teaching in their synagogues, and preaching in the gospel of the kingdom, and healing every disease and every infirmity. And seeing the multitudes, he had compassion on them, because they were distressed, and lying like sheep that have no shepherd. Then he saith to his disciples, The harvest indeed is great, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he send forth laborers into his harvest. Chapter 10. Christ sends out his 12 apostles with the power of miracles, the lessons he gives them. And having called his 12 disciples together, he gave them power over unclean spirits, to cast them out, and to heal all manner of diseases and all manner of infirmities. And the names of the 12 apostles are these: the first, Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew his brother, James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew, the publican, and James the son of Alphaeus, and Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanian, and Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed him. These 12 Jesus sent, commanding them, saying, Go ye not into the way of the Gentiles, and into the city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go ye rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And going, preach, saying, The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse the lepers, cast out devils. Freely have you received, freely give. Do not possess gold, nor silver, nor money in your purses, nor scrip for your journey, nor 2 coats, nor shoes, nor a staff. for the workman is worthy of his meat. And into whatsoever city or town you shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till you go thence. And when you come into the house, salute it, saying, Peace be to this house. And if that house be worthy, your peace shall come upon it. But if it not be worthy, your peace shall return to you. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, going forth out of that house or city, shake off the dust from your feet. Amen, I say to you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Behold, I send you as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and simple as doves, but aware of men. For they will deliver you up in councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And you shall be brought before governors and before kings for my sake, for testimony to them and to the Gentiles. But when they shall deliver you up, take no thought how or what to speak, for it shall be given to you in that hour what to speak. For it is not you that speak, but the Spirit of your Father that speaketh within you. The brother also shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the son, and the children shall rise up against their parents, and shall put them to death. And you shall be hated by all men for my name's sake. But he that shall preserve unto the end, he shall be saved. And when they shall persecute you in this city, flee into another. Amen, I say to you, you shall not finish all the cities of Israel till the Son of Man come. The disciple is not above the master, nor the servant above his Lord. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the good man of the house of Beelzebub, how much more them of his household? Therefore fear them not, for nothing is covered that shall not be revealed, nor hid that shall not be known. That which I tell you in the dark, speak ye in the light, and that which you hear in the ear, preach ye upon the housetops. And fear ye not them that kill the body, and are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him that can destroy both soul and body in hell. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing? And not one of them shall fall on the ground without your Father. But the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear not, therefore, better are you than many sparrows. Every one, therefore, that shall confess me before men, I will also confess him before my Father, who is in heaven. But he that shall deny me before men, I will also deny him before my Father who is in heaven. Do not think that I came to send peace upon earth. I came not to send peace, but the sword. For I came to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's enemies shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me, and he that taketh not up his cross and followeth me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that shall lose his life for me shall find it. He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive the reward of a prophet. And he that receiveth a just man in the name of a just man shall receive the reward of a just man. Then he saith to the man, Stretch forth thy hand. And he stretched it forth. Wait, did I skip the chapter? I skipped the page, sorry. And whosoever shall give to drink to one of these little ones a cup of cold water, only in the name of a disciple, amen, I say to you, he shall not lose his reward. We'll start with chapter 11. Next time, thank you for joining me reading Granddaddy's Bible. Have a very blessed Sunday, and don't forget to pray in the morning, in the evening, and spend a few minutes in a Bible of your own. Thank you.